Alright, fish. Fish guy. Time for a cutscene. Please make it stop raining. Oh, you big fish. Hi.
Ah, you must be the Hylian that Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here.
Yeah.
I am King Dorephan, ruler of the Zora. That object upon your waist, is that not a Sheikah
A belt?
slave?
Oh wait, a Sheikah slave?
Now that I have gotten a good look at you, it is all too clear who you are. You're the Hylian champion Link. Do not tell me you've forgotten me.
The Hylian... the Hylian champion? You can't mean the Link, that champion? So that's where I've heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths.
I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us.
We have met numerous times, I'll have you know.
So many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend.
I had heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. Lost my memory.
I've been napping.
Come again? You say you have lost your memory? But surely you must remember my precious daughter, Mipha? Yes? You do you not? I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close, you do not remember her. Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mipha's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister's helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused.
Oh, yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That's quite a feat, my boy. Bahaha, that's a good one. Link, I doubt that you have endured...
No doubt.
I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear of my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of divine beast Varuta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? You do Muzu.
What? King Dorephan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why the very thought of it curls my fins.
Muzu, I expected more of you. How can you still protest?
Muzu, it is rude to speak that way to your king and his guests. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at that very conclusion? He's the key to saving Dora's domain. Dora? Zora, Ganoning. I have no doubt in my mind.
Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule, is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together.
Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago, they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. It is their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us.
Link. Divine Beast Varuta has great power. It has the unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Of late, it has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For us Zora, water and air are as one, so you would not think this would be quite so critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. There, Hylian lives are in very grave danger. And there it is now, son of a pisser.
The dam just broke.
The divine beast is crying out once again. Zora, Zora, Zora.
see the divine beast? There it is.
I'm the map, 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 I'm the map! So that's the divine beast, huh? It's like a water elephant.
Can you say elephant? That's right.
No!
Elephant.
The divine beast Varuta, your princess Zelda, often studied the divine beast, that is, in the time before the Great Calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now because there is no electricity coursing through to stop them. Sagan, who is quite shock resistant for Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That is why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I'm certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg of you. Help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. I just wanted to stop raining!
That's what you're trying to do.
I know! That's why I'm here. What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the divine beast and appease it from within. So then, Princess Zelda's still alive. Yeah, is she in the castle?
I lost my memory, but someone told me this, so I'm just going on their word.
I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time just as you are. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it is true. But if we regain control of the divine beast, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous. Naturally, I shall help too. Once it stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside it. Come, Link, let us appease Ruta together.
You don't have an option.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith.
Shock arrows.
Increases your swim speed. Custom armor painstakingly crafted by each generation Zora princess for her future husband. Wearing it will give you the ability to swim up waterfalls. So long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please take good care of it.
King Dorephan! Surely you do not intend to give this outsider the Zora armor? Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It is far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him, so why should he receive such an honor?
First off, she don't know that. Maybe me and Mipha were real close like that. Maybe we were betrothed. Maybe I deserve this.
This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand one bit.
That Muzu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mipha. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the Calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. But what shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows we will need to appease Varuta, but now he's rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. Sidon, I suppose that means you're going to tell him. Link, Muzu is most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Also, how are you doing? Like, has anyone asked how you're doing? Think. Muzu is oh, okay, so, no, you don't. Okay, that's
You don't want to tell us how you're doing.
It's fine. Everyone has a certain level of privacy. I thought this was Prince Sidon for a minute. I was like, Prince Sidon? What? Aren't you Prince Sidon?
Are those snails? Those are sneaky snails.
You're one of the old ones that's mad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is always nice to have a visitor here. Thank you for journeying to our fair Jorah's domain. Wait a minute, You're Link, the perpetrator who forced Lady Mipha to join his crusade 100 years ago and then to be destroyed by Calamity Ganon. Everyone's mad. Everyone's so mad at us. Oh, I resent the deed and not the person. I also believe in allowing the mistakes of the past to wash away. Link. I have retired from my role as a priest. I am now living my life free from the material concerns of this world. However, ever since I retired, each day is more boring than the last. Spending day after day in idleness only to pass from this world soon. Link, as I'm sure you're well aware, the afterlife lays claim to all. We never know when it will beckon. If during your travels you meet any engaged couples, I would like you to introduce them to me. Joining two souls is a true honor. I shall stake my life on. Just one more wedding and I shall be fulfilled. Oh, it's a side quest without being a side quest.
Photo, photo, photo.
You want me to take a photo of the
I was talking about the snail.
sneaky snail? Sneaky snail, and then also, oh, it has a Zora?
Yeah.
I couldn't, that was a mushroom. Like, look at that mushroom.
Tumbo.
Hi, folks. There's so many of these folks.
Is that another one of those lore tablets behind you? To the right?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Hi, buddy. What's wrong? Traveler, upon this stone monument's the proud history of the Zora. I plan to record it all in a book, so I'm reading it again. That sounds rough. Link? Is that really you? The Hylian who stole away Our Lady Mipha? Lady Mipha? What's more, the champion who... I cannot forgive you. Not ever. I'm sorry. Do you not understand the gravity of what you have done? Not only did the Hylians fail to stop Calamity Ganon 100 years ago, but you went and stole Our Lady Mipha from us. I'll never forgive you. Alright. You don't have to. I don't care. History of the Zora Part 7. The hero to defeat the Aztod by King Dorfin. There was a time when the people of the land were threatened by the beast lived on the mountain.
Plum Mountain.
But one Hylian drove the beast back and restored peace to the
domain.
Domain. The Zora Helm won in the fight. Oh, we read this. This is the same thing. They're just making sure we didn't miss it. God, this is deep.
You gonna put on their tunic?
I mean, if there's a waterfall that needs climbing, then I suppose. But the thing that's most important right this second is like...
He's probably down there.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
We gotta listen into this conversation. You still do, Musa?
You came all this way, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you.
Listen well, Muzu. There's something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister Mipha had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link.
What? No.
Knew it. Called it.
You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie. Not this, Zora. How could Lady Mipha possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing. Even when he looks upon Princess Mipha's statue.
It is the truth, Musu. Though you never knew it, he was ever in Mipha's heart. Link's like, I had a girlfriend? Link, we'll leave you here to stare at this statue for a bit. Also, if you had loved, and it like 100 years ago, and she's like long dead, would you really want to remember? Memories. Me and Mipha used to play on the water elephant. Oh wait, that's exactly what's happening.
I was thinking. This reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child. Always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
And just like that, Link's like, oh man, oh, she's long dead. I wish he was wearing the Nintendo Switch shirt. What is the matter, Link? Are you unwell?
You are quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter?
I remember a girl.
What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There's no way you remember her just now, when it is most convenient. In any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know.
Opening up like a book. If I have any proof?
Save your lives for another Zora. Without any solid proof, I have no choice but to assume you are a lying scoundrel. If you are truly Lady Mipha's beloved, then prove it. Do so, and
The stubborn fool. Lucky for us, we have proof. Link, go ahead and show Muzu the Zora armor my father gave you.
He was there when we got it.
Yeah, that's why. Why is that proof? He literally was standing next to us. Okay. Look, proof.
Look.
Muzu, look closely at the clothes Link is wearing.
You really think changing your clothes is going to make me... Eh? What in the... That's the Zora armor from before. Lady Mipha made that by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah. What is the meaning of this?
Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to and who she made this special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mipha made it for him and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mipha never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Muzu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you have already figured it out.
I never would have imagined she would make that special armor for one such as he.
Come on, you racist old goat. Just tell us about the arrows.
I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I am a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need.
Thank you.
That tall mountain over yonder, it is called Polymus Mountain.
Ploymus.
Ploymus. Oh, I see. You
Up.
will also find a Shatterback Point.
Up on Polyamorous Mountain.
A certain terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one would be fatal to a Zora.
Aha! You must mean that Lynel. He is a man-beast, that one.
That face.
That beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I am certain Link will rise to the challenge.
In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you will need, at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many?
Why do you still doubt him, Muzu? I have no doubt he will be triumphant. I just want it to stop raining. Okay, Link, let's get moving. The fastest way to Ploymus Mountain is to ascend the waterfall east of the domain. That Zora armor should come in handy. Just swim to the waterfall basin, and then go up the waterfall from there. I'll wait at East Reservoir Lake, right by the Divine Beast. Gather at least 20 shock arrows, and then come join me. Okay.
Where did we get that helm they were talking about?
Oh, Zora, maybe that'll be like once we fix things. They'll be like,
No,
good
but-
job.
In the tablet, it said that that's the beast that the hero wore to get rid of that beast.
Wonderful! Together we shall stop that Divine Beast's onslaught. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I just really want to stop existing solely in Seattle. So the minute that we can get out of the Pacific Northwest, the better. So what's your plan? Is my question. Like, are you? Because you have a marker on the map, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you checked to see exactly where that is? You're worried about that helm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So history of the Zora, this
Time of people, land were threatened by...
Ploymus Mountain.
That's where we're going.
Yeah. The one Hylian drove the beast back and reordered the piece to do the duping. Zorahelm won in this fight in now north of blank in the ruins near Blank Lake.
4-letter lake. And it rests there to deeds of the hero link. Honor the... So it's some sort of ruins with a lake.
Look at the map. Look at the map. It might be written on the map before we go away. Lulu. Right?
Yeah.
So it's in a lake, right? It's in the lake?
It's the ruins near the lake, they said. Right?
Just check before we go. That's all I'm asking. Lived on the mountain, but on here drove the beast back. The Zora Helm won in this north of the thing in the ruins near 4-letter Lake, Lulu Lake. North of the ruins, Lulu Lake.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's what we gotta do. Ooh, no, quest. Lay flat. Good evening. You were Link, right? Oh, yes. Prince Sidon ran off through the eastern gate. He was shouting something like, "I'm off to stop the divine beast. Link the Hylian is coming with me." I assume that means you're going up Ploymus Mountain in search of shock arrows? Yeah. If so, I have a request that's somewhat related. There's a red-maned lobster.
Monster.
My brain saw monster, and I had already read red, so it's like, there's a lobster called a Lynel that lives on Polyamory Mountain. I really need a picture of a Lynel. It can be a picture of any red-maned Lynel, just not just the one on the mountain. So what do you say? Can you get me a picture of a Lynel? Yeah. I'm glad that was settled so quickly. See, there's this fool in the domain who goads people into jumping off of Shatherback Point on Ploymus Mountain. It's an incredibly dangerous jump, and this guy pressures people into jumping off by questioning their courage. He's a real bottom feeder. If this keeps up, someone's surely going to wind up horribly injured. I need a picture of a Lynel to show everyone how scary they are. That way maybe people will stop going up there. Does that answer your question? I'll leave the details to you. Just bring me a picture of a Lynel so I can describe them in terrible detail. Thank you. Lynel Safari.
Going on a quest.
Like Jambo Safari, but with less electronics. Shout out to the 3 people that got that reference. So we're off to see the Lynel, the wonderful Lynel of Oz. So
Did he say the base of the waterfall?
You have to swim up the waterfall. Oh Christ, let it go, buddy. I don't know exactly that this is what was intended, because like you can't really swim good.
I have the Zora armor.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it takes no stamina. It just means that you can swim up. It just means that you can swim up thing. Although you do better in water. Mm-hmm. So maybe you'll be fine. I don't know. Get that fish. That fish just minding his own business, and you're like, "You belong to me, fish." You made it. Good work. So, might need to eat these later. So you're just gonna...
Maybe.
I don't think that's it, Mal. To be quite frank with you, I don't.
You don't think so?
I don't. Maybe you gotta travel up a little bit.
Hey, Fox.
Were you trying to add him to your inventory?
I was.
One live fox.
Well, I made it here.
I mean, you did. Oh, look at you. Okay. Glide. Oh, wait. Oh, so you're climbing. You're climbing the waterfall. Swim upward.
He's like a salmon.
What in God's name?
I'm a little salmon.
I'm gonna be honest, nothing prepared me for that. I thought that all it allowed you to do was to climb the rocks behind the waterfall. And when you were doing it, I was like, okay, so this is what the armor does. Instead, nope. Salmon right up there. Sure. Should be grabbing them fish. Armored carp. I think I need to start drinking. Anyway, congrats. Is it cold up here? Yeah, the temperature's much lower.
Look at that rainbow.
Beautiful.